Sunday, the 19th of October 2025, Paris, the Louvre, one of the most secure museums in the world. And yet, yesterday, it was robbed. Within minutes, the Louvre's royal jewels vanished into thin air. No one saw it coming, and the clues left behind, they make no sense at all. This is a developing story of 2025 Louvre Heist, the perfect crime. Built from confirmed early reports, this is what we know so far. Hey, I'm Richard. If you're new here, I cover crime stories, from Russian agents to multi-million-dollar medical scams. If that's your thing, make sure to subscribe. But now, let's get into today's story. The Louvre opened its doors around 9:30 a.m., like any other morning. Shortly after, a small group of masked thieves moved toward the museum's side, facing the Seine River, where construction work was going on. They came prepared, using a truck with a crane and a basket lift to reach a top-floor window. Power tools screamed through the air as glass shattered inward. In moments, they were inside the Galerie, the golden hall that holds France's royal jewels. Security footage later showed they acted with calm control. The thieves moved quickly, breaking open glass cases and grabbing the treasures in silence. They spoke little, wasted no time, and were gone in minutes. No guards were attacked. No visitors were hurt. It was a clean, fast, and professional strike. The whole raid lasted only a few minutes, not even enough time for anyone to react. Their targets were clear. They went straight for 2 glass cases, holding some of France's most historic gems and crowns once worn by royalty. What the thieves took is more than treasure. It is history itself. When the glass cases shattered, centuries of royal legacy vanished with them. In total, 8 priceless pieces were stolen. Jewels once worn by emperors, queens, and empresses. From the shadows of the Galerie, the thieves snatched a tiara and brooch, once belonging to Empress Eugénie, wife of Napoleon III. They took an emerald necklace and matching earrings from Empress Marie-Louise, gifts said to have sparkled at imperial banquets. They stripped away a sapphire tiara, necklace, and single earring that once crowned Queen Marie-Amélie and Queen Hortense. And then they claimed the reliquary brooch, a sacred relic heavy with gems and history. Between them, these pieces are covered with thousands of diamonds and other precious gemstones. By the time the alarms went off, the thieves were already leaving. They climbed out the same broken window. Below, 2 motorbikes waited with engines running. In seconds, they sped away into the narrow streets of Paris and disappeared into traffic. But in their rush, they dropped something. Near the museum walls, police found a broken crown lying on the ground. It was the crown of Empress Eugénie, covered with more than 1,000 diamonds and 50 emeralds. A treasure worth millions now lay shattered on the pavement. Inside the museum, panic spread fast. Only minutes earlier, tourists had been walking through the halls taking photos. Now alarms echoed through the marble rooms as staff shouted for everyone to leave. Crowds were rushed outside under the Louvre's glass pyramid, confused and filming with their phones. Many didn't realize they had just witnessed one of the biggest robberies in history. The Louvre, the symbol of France itself, had been hit at its heart. How could anyone rob the Louvre? The museum is supposed to be impossible to enter, with hundreds of cameras, guards, and alarms. Yet the thieves found one weak spot, a maintenance area along the outer wall facing the Seine. The crane truck exposed that weakness. Investigators now believe the team studied the museum for weeks, learning the guards' routines and timing. They struck at the perfect moment, just after opening when guards were spread out, and crowds were still small. Staff had already warned about not having enough people and old security systems. Earlier this year, the museum even asked for help to upgrade them. The robbery proved those warnings right. Within minutes, the museum went into lockdown. Guards sealed the exits, police surrounded the area, and the Louvre closed for the day. Yellow tape covered the courtyards as officers searched for evidence. By late morning, France's interior minister arrived and called it a major robbery involving jewels of huge value. Investigators believe 3 or 4 people were directly involved using the crane truck to get inside, possibly with inside help. Inside the museum, experts in white suits searched every inch of the Golden Gallery. They collected every piece of glass and every mark left behind. The crane was taken for testing. Hours of camera footage were checked frame by frame. Workers began counting what was missing. Witnesses said the thieves were dressed like construction workers, wearing yellow vests, hard hats, and gloves so they could blend in with real workers nearby. Footage confirmed it. 2 men went up on the lift, while 2 waited below on scooters. A 4-person plan, fast, focused, and perfectly timed. France's top art crime police took charge of the case. They have solved many big museum robberies before and called in Interpol in case the jewels were already outside the country. As of now, no arrests have been made and the thieves are still free. Officials have not given a value for the stolen items, calling them simply priceless. Experts say these jewels can't be sold openly anywhere, and every police force in the world is watching for them. France has promised to tighten museum security across the country so this never happens again. For centuries, the Louvre has protected the world's most famous art, like the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo, along with royal jewels from ancient times. And art theft has happened before, but never like this. A robbery in daylight targeting royal crowns while tourists stood nearby is something new. Experts are comparing it to world's biggest heists, like Dresden's Green Vault in 2019 or the Gardner Museum in Boston in 1990. Those works are still missing decades later. Many fear the same could happen to the Louvre's stolen jewels. Once stolen, such treasures often disappear forever. Criminal groups sometimes break them apart, selling the gems separately and destroying their history. If the jewels are not found soon, they could be lost forever. This story is far from over. Subscribe, and I'll be here to tell the rest as it unfolds.